Well, everyone, here I am, one step closer to becoming this guy. Shits and giggles aside, I think I officially stopped caring about my age. Uh, Roughly after hitting 20. Maybe I did a little bit of self-reflection after hitting the 30 mark, but other than that, it's just, I don't see the difference. It's all the same. Maybe like 5 years into the future, get back to me once I cross that 40 threshold where supposedly that's where the midlife crisis are sitting in. Either that or when I look into the mirror one day and I start seeing gray hairs. Maybe that's when the meltdown officially hits. Anywho, for tonight's feature, we have a donation by a certain Mr. Frosty of the bad kind. Marlow Briggs and the Mask of Death. Now, if you didn't tell me before, you'd think this is based on a licensed property with a name like that. Actually, no, it's a completely original feature by a small scale studio called Zootfly, which frankly I've never heard before. But this has Microsoft's support, so well, there's that. So when you look at Zootfly, apparently this is the biggest scale production they've done, which made 45 million dollarinos in revenue and has a score of 91% on Steam, which is funny because occasionally I hear about Marlow Briggs, but it's kind of like a strange case of Schrodinger's cat where people praise this game, but Lord knows I have not seen anyone play it myself. It might be niche, for all I know, but looking through the Steam reviews, apparently the story alone is worth playing it. The narrative is supposedly like a B grade action movie, so that's enough of a selling point for me as far as I'm concerned. But an important thing to note, Zootfly was a Slovenian video game developer. Again, Slovenian. Guys, we might be onto some Slav thing here. Something to take into consideration. Once again, treading on familiar ground. So, without further ado, let me get this readied up. But again, I would like to thank you all for the wishes and your generous donations. My backlog just keeps on expanding to the point where I might as well give up on the dream of ever knocking everything down completely. It's just gonna be a case of me scrabbling here and out. Yeah, Postal 4 is on there. That's gonna be a day one playthrough, hopefully. 420, you better believe it. Typical running with scissors. I wouldn't have it any other way. I just took it easy yesterday, Lufer, because of the work grind, but it was fine. And at this point, I'm just happy to live a, well, let's call it regular life. I don't need much. I want to see a Postal 2 pacifist run. Even more so if it's a speed run. That sounds like it will be something. Now, as I do with these kind of games, I've only booted this up just to make sure I can capture it and the controls are working. But based on those 5 minutes of exposure, I can already tell you what kind of game this is gonna be. But I made sure to skip all of the cutscenes, so reactions are gonna be as if this was a blind playthrough. The fact that I'm a gamer. That's journalist level difficulty. Excuse you. For a game that was in 2013, it's pretty nice.
You fight fires for a living and you're complaining about the heat?
Yeah, but I'm on vacation.
Dude, this man is ripped.
Come to a different day, you know? It's not usually like this. The armed guards, the workers, they're just trashing this.
He's almost
It's okay. We're out of here. Son.
like an inch away from Senator Armstrong proportions. Like, if his arms were a little more buff, he fit the bill.
Lovely to see you.
But look at those veins, these.
Look of things. I take it your work is proceeding well.
Well, yes, but
Excellent. And you are?
Marlow Briggs.
Marlow's my boyfriend. He's visiting for a few days.
Well, we can always use more workers.
Is it just me, or does the lady
You had an
look like
update for
Shell
me?
from Portal?
Yes. We've recovered the last major codex, and it appears to be in remarkable condition.
Wonderful news. Excellent work, Miss Torres.
But, I'm afraid you're going to have to find someone else to help you with the translation. I don't think this is working out like I'd expected.
You know, that guy
But
that we're just talking to doesn't strike me as evil, not at all. He's not giving off any sinister vibes.
You can't talk to her like that.
But I think I can, Mr. Briggs. You are not leaving here until you translate every last codex. Am I understood?
You can't keep us here against our will. Come on, baby. We're out of here.
Us?
Marlow! Get your hands off me!
Gee, who could have predicted this plot twist?
Mr. Briggs, I'm afraid I'm going to have
Man's got an entire platoon of Full of Duty terrorists working for him.
tolerate it. Kill the boyfriend.
You wanna know what this aesthetic seriously reminds me of? Blood on the Sand. Like, any moment now, Fiddy is gonna bust through the door and slam this guy. Suplex him from the desk.
And this is what
You-
happens when people tell me
Wait a minute. Why? What does he have a scythe? That's a little excessive. That's one way to start your video game. Jeez.
there's no God here.
Sick bastard!
Now that's not very nice.
Well, roll credits, everyone.
More of this talk of leaving. I'm sure Mr. Briggs wasn't your only loved one. And I can assure you, my reach is quite long. Do I have your cooperation, Miss Torres? Splendid. Now, if you would please accompany these gentlemen to my helicopter, I will be along momentarily. And to think, we almost made it an entire day without a workplace accident.
As much as of a dick this guy is, I kind of like him. You can see where that cinematic cheesiness is seeping in. So are we just gonna leave Marlow here to rot? Okay, now it's Crash Bandicoot. That's an unexpected twist. Crash Bandicoot fused with Splatterhouse. With a bit of Shadow Man, we're covering all grounds. What the hell are those box physics? Oh, that reflection there. Good lighting.
Thieves, dogs, they have looted the temple. May they choke on torrents of pus.
All right, straight into
Any ideas?
the action. No elaboration whatsoever.
Like a twig.
So the thing with Marlow Briggs is you press buttons for a combination of different outcomes, attacks-wise. And then you have forward to make a launcher. Ring any bells? Combined with the fixed camera angle here? No? How about we go into combo training? It's a DMC wannabe. Just straight up. You know, one of the most lovable combo training screens I've ever experienced in the video game was Bayonetta's loading screens downtime. I really thought it was a neat idea, even if the game on modern systems goes by so fast that you don't get much time to even indulge. You get some rewards for enacting these. So let us entertain the game for a little bit. Not a particularly difficult combo trial, but you do get familiar with the moveset available. It's not particularly like in depth so far, but not a bad starting point. Oh, nice! You can press two of those for Nocturne follow-up. That's gonna be worth remembering. And there you go. We've pretty much gone through all of them. Experience points gained. Collect more to upgrade your weapon and abilities. Again, pure visual-wise, this looks pretty damn good. For a game that's almost 10 years old now, it sure holds up. It did have an Xbox release. I don't know if it was alongside the PC port or not. But even then, it had to look good.
Is that another
The
death?
system.
Indeed, only the secret warrior can see their spectral form.
Health gain. Nice. We also have a back roll, dedicated block button.
I don't know
The true
about this.
test is gonna be entering proper combat and seeing what the flow is like. However, I do find the notion of me playing a DMC-like game all these years, after even experiencing one mainline game from the series, a little funny. The closest thing I've played to this was actually OG Bayonetta.
Dead. Hey, this is easy.
These death blasts aid the secret warrior on his journey.
Whoops.
Look, the land of my people. Still as beautiful as I remember. But
Yes, look at that beautiful JPEG with some rudimentary 3D textures slapped on it, but you know, with no mobile camera, you can get away with a lot of shit. It's fine, it's not like the gamers are gonna pay attention.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Human arrow. It just struck me that I may as well be playing as the Demi thing with that tattoo work our boy Marlow has got going on.
Oh yeah, class in session.
Alright, here we go. Now, can I lock mount you boys? I can't really see a lock on button. Unless it becomes unlockable. Well, we got some wrangles going on. And that smells like potential. The potential for a lot of jank. It does make me wonder just how complex does the gameplay get, and if there's like some hidden tech to the point where people have made CMVs of Marlow Briggs. I mean, you don't know, maybe they exist out there in the wild. Oh yeah, the corpses stay in the field, so you can have a little bit of fun with them. Source engine moment, where the blood keeps on splatting.
Now how am I supposed to get down from here?
Hey, good, this was good, my man. Welcome to DMC at home. It got off the rails pretty damn fast. Or off the road, as in the case of this fuel tank. This launch move might be a little stinky. You know, it'd be pretty nice if I could just expand combos by fiddling around with these bodies. Okay, so I'm pretty much meant to parry the projectiles better him. Just oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Blah. Nice.
Yes, sacred warrior. Your bravery is an inspiration.
Yo. Look at all these intense action scenes. I mean, I give the game credit. It hasn't been more than 10 minutes and already it's going absolutely bonkers. However, I can already see a problem with the camera going nuts.
Come on! I gotta keep moving!
It's a little difficult to keep track of what's going on.
That was a little too close!
38 gigabytes patch. Well, have fun with that. What the hell did they patch in? Give me that help, please. And now, what do I want to do? Dodge fire completely with my invincibility rolls. Can't really juggle this dude. Ooh. Yeah, he plays a little against the rules, which is you kind of have to get adjusted and take it slow. However, we do get quick time events. Symbol of time gone by. A relic, so to say. It just struck me that since this came out in the mid-2000s, there is bound to be a third section. It's gonna happen. What are these, like... Oh. That's the experience. So I need to be a little more careful, because I'm taking a lot of damage. But the old Spinneroo is proving to be really damn good at crowd control. Hold it! Whoops. Was something not right about the way that Scythe was just standing carefully upwards, but you know, it's fine. Land like 2 combo strings against him apparently. Before he takes offense being wailed at. Ooh, having you over there is not really helping. But at least we get to see this beauty because we can yeet this man onto the rail. Oh, beautiful. Anyone else experiencing a sense of vertigo from just watching what's going on? I like how I parried that rocket sideways. That's good. Let's try that again. Chef's kiss. Okay, what do I do with the enemy? I try to throw him. There we go. And now, peak gameplay. Like I said, mandatory. Back when we knew how to make video games, it all went downhill from there. Good thing we have plenty of disposable choppers. That are just casually popping out of thin air. Okay. Weird transition, but I'll take it. I have to point out once more, heavy, mighty damn heavy, slapjack energy coming from this one. But so far, I am positively amused. Okay, not there apparently. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Into the building. So can I actually upgrade my dude? Increase damage, 10% max health, 2 new combos. It's pretty much all I can go for now. But hey, it is a good start. Now, let's see. Do I actually... Oops, not what I intended. Do I get any new tricks? Doesn't seem like it. So pretty much the same. Actually, no, this has a longer string now. Get an extra follow-up. Nice. Same with diving strike, I think. Ooh. I like that. Right. Let's get a parry going on. A little too late, but... I can do it at any given angle. I don't have to face the enemy directly. It just does the thing automatically. That's insane. We got here. Don't mind me. Just causing a little bit of mayhem. Where did the dude go? Oh, wait, you just fall down and die? Nice. I think my man knew what he was going up against, so he was like, nah, not even gonna bother. Oops. it's a little confusing for what's going on. Well, I'm sad to admit, but you're very much right, Frosty. I did try to emulate that game, but it has a persistent audio desync issue, which apparently there's no concrete fix for. It might just be something natively specific to that game, which you can go around. Chamberlain, because just the aesthetic of that game would be enough to get me to play Dante's Inferno. That game looks insane, like just tonally and design-wise. Aggressive. If only we had the DMC5 narrator to walk us through the combos. I mean, to be fair, I haven't followed RPC S3 all that much lately. Maybe there's been more fixes recently and improved the stability of some stuff. Those boys keep on doing God's work. I mean, back in the day, I wouldn't have expected to play near Gestalt from start to finish at 60 FPS constant. Okay, so what am I doing here? Oh, okay, ledge climbing. You gotta remember, yellow-black, interactable, climbable piece of environment. Every time there's broadcasts like these, I go back to newer Doom games. If you have automated worker announcements, chances are you're working for an evil corporation.
Marlow, I heard from the guards that you survived. How is that possible? The legends of the ancient artifacts imbued with the power of resurrection, all the sacred warrior stuff? Can't be true, can they? I guess
Lady, just wait till you see what I can do.
Don't worry about me. I'll do whatever Long wants and I'll be back as soon as I can. He promised not to hurt me or my family. I'll hide these notes for you whenever I can. I love you.
Or facility. You know, this was so good the first time, we gotta do it again. This time, on rails. What a freaking boss. Excavator 399. Elden Ring ain't shit. Miyazaki, go back to video game designing school, because this right here, peak entertainment. Oh no, I got covered by yellow colored droplets. Retextured rain, whatever will I do? Do I have to be fast on the draw? So it seems like I'm gonna be losing health gradually with each cycle. Let's can do something about this subway. Nope. But it's not gonna be an issue anymore. You probably just meant to focus on one, to be honest. Oh. I'm trying to do it, but we're getting a little nauseous here. Oh no, the greatest challenge yet. The camera. I did not intend to do that yet, because I was pretty focused on the enemies. Suddenly let me do the jump follow-up, strangely enough. Cinematic. Looks like a crawdad enemy. That's a game that won't come out of early access anytime soon. But the author is definitely putting some mighty fine work into each episode. So when it's out, it's definitely gonna be streaming material. Look at all these beautiful stills. We didn't have the budget to animate all of this, so you have to use your imagination. Even though we made 45 million bucks. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this game was having FPS problems at the moment. Perfect frame. Looking at a game trailer. Press LB plus B to summon flames of Kinich Ahau. Nice!
That's what I call some serious firepower.
We're getting some magic now.
Now the fires of the sun god are yours to command. Feel the burn!
Sweet. Whoop. It uses up all of my mana, but Sure, looks my name finds a clear clean. Alright, we're fighting on the Captain America
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a little
helipad.
Let's turn up the heat.
What the hell? I killed you!
Yeah? Well, I'm back.
First, you don't say.
Don't look so wrong. Looks like Goofy. Like, what is this game? Why are we becoming Looney Tunes now? Oh my goodness, it's just jumping from one sequence to the next without stopping. It's a roller coaster ride of events.
So green, so peaceful.
Well, as opposed to what we just experienced. Sure thing, let's get even wackier combos. I think probably gives me up to the basic string. Hey, it is something. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already kinda in love with Marlow Briggs. The wackiness and absolute batshit insane flow of events. Like, you're going from swinging upside down from a helicopter to slaying giant bugs in a matter of seconds. No reason or explanation whatsoever. Just take it as it is. You like the way those boat flies just do a flip right off.
Relax, big guy. It's just a foghorn.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I've slept on this for so long. How long has it been on Steam? I wish I played through this earlier, man. Apparently it's not very long. About 6 hours give or take it, so I can probably knock this out if I just take my time. But the way with things are going now,
Ek who now?
I don't want this to end anytime soon.
Your name as the Sacred Warrior Reborn. Or Choo-Choo.
Do not call me Choo Choo.
As you wish. Choo-Choo. I sense the assassin. She is close at hand.
Well, yeah, she just flew past.
I was not finished. I sense something of great power. I cannot be sure what it is. Hurry now. We must be swift like the Moon Jaguar.
There's some good chemistry going on between Marlow and the mask. Yeah, it's important to have proper main character companion chemistry. Again, better Crash Bandicoot than Crash Bandicoot. Where's the lie? Gentlemen? There we go. Finally managed to get an early rev going.
Marlow, I love you, but listen, please stop following me. Long says I just have to decode some old codices for him and he'll let me go. It looks like he's obsessed with the legends of the native pantheon. Although writing is deeply encoded, the indigenous people were...
You know, you could have just left this note at the very first sentence. The punchline would have been vastly different.
Weird, but some of the runes mention
Marlow,
the same
I love you.
substance.
You really gotta stop following me.
Stay safe.
Enough XP. Alright, I need 3k. Well, that's our next goal.
Harvester approaching offloading facility. Prepare for arrival at Chillambella. ETA 30 minutes.
Yes, just become one with the rope. Assimilate.
Scout!
In God's name did I just witness?
Think I can make that jump.
Don't think.
That doesn't look right at all.
Size, they make up for in number.
Yo, I can stomp them. Serious Sam style. That's great.
They can't all be easy, Choo-Choo. Through here.
We get a mana refill somewhere? Seemed like it.
Marlow. Long is bringing me to different temples to decode runes for him. It looks like he's been prepping these sites for years. I don't know how long he's been gathering Tiar's Chakik. Maybe Long used its power to do whatever he did with that mountain back there. The guards talk about you like you're the angel of death or something.
Kind of
They say
am.
you've dealt with trespassers before, but you're different. It looks like you're not giving up on me. I'm glad my kidnapping hasn't made you any less romantic. Be careful, babe.
Attention maintenance and safety crews. You are fired. Before leaving, please make your workplace as unsafe as possible.
The only way I would have loved that even more
Or be burned alive by
if people actually came flying through the door. Knowing what Marlow Briggs is capable of, based on events so far, that could have happened. Also, it's a shame I cannot smack this portrait down like it's Haskell in Iron Fury. There we go. Greater Firestorm. Now we're cooking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on over there? Well, they're getting mowed down by its mechanical arms. Unintentional, but it's neat. I do find it charming that to add enemy variety, they went from your typical mercenary goons to just straight up giant insects.
Your guess is as good as mine. I was going to guess, demon brother of you, god of maze.
But I mean, okay, since we have magic as part of the plotline and ancient deities, I guess nothing is off the table.
Come on, who designed this?
Resident Evil moment. Who designs all this shit?
Careful, I sense the murderess is very near.
I bet you all he's gonna have some kind of smug line of how he can't have shake off women. Why is she followed by 4 clones of Bruce Willis? Almost Lo Wang's design from the new Shadow Warrior. except white. Leave them. Look at all these clothes. I can't believe I'm playing an actual video game. This seems too good to be true. The wildest thing to take away so far is genuinely a good game from a gameplay perspective. Like, the combat is actually fun, but it's got all the makings of potentially shovelware.
This place is coming apart. You will need a powerful attack to breach their shields.
Good to know.
The sacred warrior cannot be stopped.
I wonder,
Warrior cleanses the
can I grab these bugs? I need to try that. Oh, that's the stomp. Gotcha. Insane if you grab one of these fuckers and just toss it casually. Like the goons.
Triage processing facility has sustained damage. Do not repose unattended. Relocate all essential distillation mechanics to non-damage.
Only now I've discovered that can actually move faster by double jumping, which I want to be careful about, as we've just witnessed. But by whiffing that jump, I've unintentionally found a secret stash.
Be wary of their sting. It's mine they are worried about.
Unauthorized personnel detected in the area of Rotary Crane 325.
Well, at least we get to enjoy some mighty fine ragdoll physics again. More heavy in the platforming
That switch up
right
top
about now.
ought to get me to the other side.
Didn't bolt all the way through. Whoops. Briggs?
Now have full access to the weapon lockers. And any worker who successfully wounds Mr. Briggs will be partially reimbursed for the cost of weapon rental.
Wow. What a generous employer. It's probably either that or a bullet to the head.
You make that look easy.
You know what? How about it does some dudes at you?
Flames of Kanita House.
Unsurprisingly, it wasn't particularly super effective. They'll tell you to fight fire with fire, but in this case,
Where's the up button on this thing? Perhaps there is another switch around. Okay, this thing is going all the way to the top floor.
instant transition.
This whole place is a damn death trap. But you are already dead.
Fair point.
Attention, effective immediately, all workers under my employ are hereby forbidden to be killed by the rampaging intruder known as Mr. Briggs. Any employee who falls to Mr. Briggs will find themselves joined in the afterlife by their immediate family.
My man, you're so full of yourself. You got a portrait hanging out here. I mean, that takes some balls, but also super excessive. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Marlow Briggs already has superior right solving puzzles than most other games, just by the fact that you can move them at an angle.
Can you hear me out there, Mr. Briggs? You seem intent on inconveniencing me. It would be in your best interest to stop meddling in things you don't understand. And stop making everything explode!
No can do. This is Michael Bay, the movie, the video game.
Let's turn up the heat. No mercy, I thought you were a goner for sure.
Kind of amazed you guys withstood all of that. So some pretty damn efficient shields.
All security personnel proceed to secondary ore melting facility immediately.
Next up what I got, so I'm guessing we just wait for the next tier of items.
The fires of Shivalba. We are in hell.
Unauthorized personnel detected at secondary ore melting.
Quite generous with all the pickups. Maybe it's a difficulty thing. Well, hey, I'll take what I can get. What now, game? Is there something interactable I'm missing? Oh. Here we go. Not immediately noticeable.
Ooh, that's hot. I guess that is why they call you a smoke jumper and not a fire jumper.
I don't get this.
Feel the burn.
Then why do I still feel pain?
Do not complain to me of pain, sacred warrior. My brother once killed a man and wore his skull as an ostentatious hat.
Now that's sick.
The man lived for 2 whole days without a head. Do you think he complained about the pain?
Oh, attention medical staff. Eva Torres has had a terrible accident and she... Well, please send the coroner to my office. Doesn't feel so good, does it, Mr. Briggs? Rest assured, Miss Torres is still with us. I cannot guarantee how long if you persist on your misguided rescue attempt.
No, dude, you kind of need her to translate the MacGuffins. So I would call that a bluff, personally.
Take heed of the claws, sacred warrior. These devices should convey you to the other side. Watch out for that. Oops. Too late.
To be fair,
Devices should convey
based on the perspective, it looks like you make that jump.
The sacred warrior cannot fail due to a simple miss.
Excuse me.
These devices should convey you to the other side.
Unless they have to be like perfectly aligned, I'm calling shenanigans. I suppose you can't go absolutely insane all the time, otherwise.
You command the powers of the ancients, and then you fall
What?
out. These devices should convey you to the other side.
I was about to make a statement and that completely threw me off. Literally and figuratively. But anywho, I get why we're not doing combat all the time. Because if you're just throwing madness after madness at the player, it does
Step, Juju.
something weird about these flame hitboxes.
These devices should convey you to the other side.
I feel like I'm missing something here. Slow burner for sure of a gameplay segment. I was about to defend this as kinda warranted, so we don't lose the momentum of the craziness that occasionally unfolds, but I don't get this.
These devices should convey you to the other
I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. That is true. From a presentation perspective, I would say it holds up. Mighty damn fine. There are definitely video games out there that have aged much less gracefully.
Take your time and try it.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here all the way.
Convey you to the other side.
Try it again. Yeah, I might have to go up to those two standalone platforms. Yep, there we go. Just didn't strike me immediately as, oh, I'm supposed to be here. a consequence of doing this kind of platforming at a fixed camera angle. It comes with its pros and cons. I do, however, miss this kind of presentation aspect. Like, remember all those Western RPGs that did fixed camera angles? Admittedly, it was detrimental to some of them, but those that did it right still hold a lot of charm in my eyes. What do you want me to do here? Oh, stand at this very precise spot.
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
Just has to continue swing. Oh,
Yourself for a mighty leap.
beautiful. Hold on, I want to see that again. Same glitch.
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
It's the small things that to the experience. Did not mean to go that way.
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
I swear I wasn't memeing up this time. Oh yeah, there's something a little wacky going here with the analog. Sometimes it registers the motion I do as the opposite. Yeah, like that time I was definitely supposed to go right.
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
Now my analog's is acting all funky. Not good.
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
Not good at all. Well, I can still use the D-pad, thankfully. Kinda?
Ready yourself for a mighty leap.
It worked that time.
Ready yourself for a mighty
Game. I gotta like crank this bad boy all the way just to make sure I don't get the wrong motion, but even then. Yikes. Too close for comfort. This might be a problem. Maybe if I like jerk it to neutral position every time I go right, this won't be too painful. I swear I'm not fucking this up on purpose. Am I bad at the video game? Well, that's a whole different angle we can touch upon, but cut me some slack here. You know what? I have an idea. How about I just use WASD? Welp. Okay, at the very least, I'm not getting double inputs registered. So that's already a plus. Just like having two mediums available for playing the video game. Alright, we got a shield bearer.
It means dancing death princess. Do you like it?
There's so much going on right now that it's honestly tough to keep track. Get it? Track, because mining carts. I'm going to pick a fight with the minecarts. Damn, the minecarts got hands. This is a pull lever. The lack of stagger animations in this game create so many comedically beautiful moments. You have no idea.
Security teams are encouraged to use full munitions.
You died, Choo-Choo. I mean, you died again. The sacred warrior has fallen.
It's like Castlevania all over again, where I have to figure out the crusher hitboxes.
Impossible. The prophecy did not predict. No, Choo-Choo. Kill them. The fight has not yet ended, sacred warrior. Right.
I swear that roll should be going further than it actually is. Wait a minute, why have they stopped? Was that the pattern all along? Jesus. It hurts.
Careful. This comfort may actually be competent.
You like how the sword was directly phasing through his opposite hand? Because I caught that. It's a dumb fake, I didn't know this game. Oh, he's still on the screen? Hang on. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna let him beat me, just so you can see the animation again. It's a sight to behold. Speaking of animations, he's got some schmoves.
There and resurrect you again. Careful.
Look at that sword. Stabbing himself.
Let's turn up the heat.
This is peak video games. It does not get any better than this. Like, I think I may as well retire after Marlow Briggs. I am not going to find anything marginally comparable to what we're just witnessing.
Hint of cinnabar. Wait! I sense your love is near as well.
Okay, it may be lying, but this is easily one of the top wildest games I have played. Oh shit, look guys! A new competitor to Big Follows. Best followers, primes, and viewers on mystream.store. Remove the space. Actually don't. It's a scam. Boom. Gone. By the way, since I already paused the game, Moo and Frost in particular, did you guys know that Black Isle Studios back in the day, besides working on Vanguard, they had a whole load of games that got cancelled along the way, including Baldur's Gate 3, The Black Cow. Now, this one has got some interesting backstory. It had a lot of concept art made for it and some early coding work. Like, you can look up screenshots of what the game was supposed to look like. It was going to use the Jefferson engine, just like Van Buren. However, it got canned because I think there was something up with between them and Interplay. But what's particularly fascinating about the Black Count in particular, do I have a background for it? I should. Hold on. Pull this up. Now, this was like an early version of the cover art. What's baffling when you look up info on this game is that Baldur's Gate 3 was actually a ruse. It was going to have little to do with the series, if at all. This was a licensing trick they were going to use against Wizards of the Coast because they were unsure whether the PC license for future D&D games was going to be renewed. And according to the copyright laws that were existing at the time, as long as Black Isle Studios worked on anything associated with Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, it was fine. That was permitted by the existing bounds, but they could essentially couldn't do an original IP set in AD&D, the Forgotten Realm settings. So this was going to be a completely original story with maybe Baldur's Gate, the city, mentioned in the background, but they were going to continue Icewind Dale 2 story, which is kind of boggling because Icewind Dale never struck me as a particularly narrative-heavy series compared to Baldur's Gate. I mean, it does have a plot line, but it was always heavier emphasis on combat. But yeah, unfortunately, it got canned. Nothing came out of it. And once Lariat got their hands, they didn't make any sort of statement regarding the canceled predecessor, so they just went with their original take on the series. Icewind Dale is good, but let me tell you, if you have trouble with the encounters in Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale is that times 10. That game really likes to throw some pretty demanding combat sequences at you at times. So yeah, there was this Stonekeep 2 that apparently was like 5 years in development, but Black Owl Studios pulled the plug on that themselves because they essentially didn't enjoy working on a first-person dungeon crawler, and I can already hear Frosty crying in the background because you and me know our bud would have enjoyed that greatly. And lastly, I actually, while researching this, took up a game that I read about in a magazine once, but I completely forgot about it. The code name was Torn. This was going to be their entry into the 3D games engine, kind of like what Icewind Dale, not Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights was for BioWare. This one never made it because, as they claimed, they didn't have much experience to do with 3D games. They didn't feel comfortable working around them. So, uh, actually, because it looked nice from the images you can find. Like, you could definitely see the Neverwinter Nights here. It's got that same feel to it. So, I think with old school Blackout Studios, this could have turned out just fine. Maybe they didn't feel confident enough, which I can understand, but it's just tragic to think about, like, how many of these projects, including the aforementioned Van Buren, they had in the works, and so many just got scrapped. I mean, on the bright side, I guess some elements of Van Buren got translated into New Vegas because a lot of the devs from that studio moved on to Obsidian, so there's a little bit of a happy note. But if you look at Van Buren artwork and how the game was meant to look like the Jefferson engine, it's just an indescribable loss. I mean, before I jump back into the game, just take a look at this screenshot here. It's essentially the same HUD as the previous two Fallout games, but with the Jefferson engine, they were capable of implementing 3D character models, which means you could change your character look on the fly, and there was way more interactivity available. So the potential was there, but sadly scrapped. Interesting to notice. Notice how there's a separate head and body slot this time. No universal armor slot anymore. They were able to separate those two. I really like this kind of deep diving into video game projects. That Twitter account that I just came across, Obscure Video Game Aesthetics, is also worth checking out because you'll find a lot of feedback on either niche games that are out there, but rarely anyone has heard of them, or canceled projects altogether.
Security to rear heliport. Priority 1.
And now, with that out of the way, let us enjoy more shenanigans. Missed opportunity to pilot the chopper. Unless it's gonna happen. First of all, I need to find out what I am supposed to do here. Check with the gate. Oh, just got to come up close to it.
Disappoint me, Miss Carreras. I thought you more than capable of dispatching one petty tag-along. Have I overestimated your abilities?
No, sir. I can't explain it. You saw me kill him. I don't know how he
I
survived.
brought up Blood on the Sand earlier when I was comparing the graphics, but
Yes, sir.
there's something out of the Batman Arkham series with how glossy these character models are.
To pay witness.
As you say, sir.
Ever the unfamiliar. A demonstration is in order.
Look at that delightful desktop wallpaper. Oh my god! Your teeth, did you... I did not like the way her mouth moved.
You see now, Miss Carreras? Soon, I will be capable of so much more. Thanks in part.
This is gonna turn
to
into
our lovely guests.
a god, demon,
I need some volunteers.
for the final boss fight.
I think a promotion is in order.
Alternatively, we could turn his henchman maybe.
I still
That was kind of underwhelming.
So much to do.
No, you're leaving. I'm not letting them take Eva again. Wait, Eva!
Don't disappoint me, Miss Carreras. I tend to get a little moody when I'm disappointed.
Good luck, boys.
Grab the enemy and tab B to convert enemy.
Convert him. Use the power of the sacred warrior.
Ooh. Can I, like, make them my dudes?
Yes. Now this one fights through.
Hell yeah. Get my own minions. Whoa, 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 what happened there? This animation didn't come out. This boy counts as a mini boss, so can't convert him. At least not yet. What about now? Here we go. Unfortunately for you, you're dead. Spalls over and dies.
The Kulkan's fangs can help you bridge this gap. And maybe let go at some point. Huh?
If I fell down to my death, that would have been hella amusing.
Marlow, these notes are getting harder to leave behind. Long is stepping up security. I'm still safe, and I hope you are too. Long has been flying us from temple to temple in his helicopter. We're never at each one for more than a few minutes. Long is in a big hurry and keeps talking about being finished by sunset. The stuff he's been having me translate is getting weirder. The symbols and language are bizarre. I know you hate it when I get technical, but parts of it are written in proto-cuneiform.
You gotta be
Suggests
more
it's much older than the
layman
surrounding
starts with me,
noise.
lady.
Be careful.
None of this mumbo jumbo
She's escaping to the other side. No.
archaeological lingo. Right now we have even bigger bugs to deal with. So badass, I could do it with my back turned.
Attention workers. It has come to my attention that productivity has fallen dramatically. Any workers found abandoning their posts will also find themselves falling dramatically.
See, with all these gameplay elements,
The prophecy did not say you would be quite so clever.
Come to my attention that productivity
yeah, that was a death sequence.
any worker
I guess you could say
This is true.
shit hit the fan.
come to my attention that productivity has fallen dramatically. Now any workers found abandoning their posts will also find themselves falling
The platforming sections are definitely getting funkier as new gameplay elements are introduced. Let's go serious Sam on these fools. Invincibility during cutscenes. Oh, that stock crank turning sound effect. Legendary. Collect all the orbs.
Oh, you leapt straight to Shivalba.
Yeah?
Path here is treacherous.
Personnel are encouraged to report on-site infestation of ferocious jungle beetles.
Watch
Oop.
out for that. Oops. Too late.
Yeah, you got that right. Press the wrong button.
Personnel are encouraged to report on-site infestation of ferocious jungle beetles.
I'm not really on a timer. I guess for my personal satisfaction, I could be going for a high score if I wanted to. But I think actually completing the challenge comes first.
Faster!
Nice. Can I actually, like, use this XP now? No. Weird. I'm hoarding it all this time, but it's kind of strange that I have not received any new weapons or magic.
Demon would surely knock these birds out of the sky.
If only there was some kind of conveniently placed gun for me to take out these choppers with.
Oh, get the fuck out! Just because we're breaking the fourth wall and acknowledging the gimmick doesn't make it necessarily justifiable. How many helicopters can evil Chinese criminal mastermind own? The answer is a lot. Of course the gun overheats. Why wouldn't it? Realism in my Marlow Briggs and the Mask of Death.
No, no, damn it! I was so close.
Perhaps you would better heed your spirit guide.
Thanks a lot. That's real helpful.
Take solace. We have not strayed far from the path. The sorcerer's assassin is still close, relatively speaking.
Can we have more of this aesthetic, please? It's a very nice temple/foresty area. A welcome change from all the industrial/refineries that I've been subjected to. It does feel a lot like the one zone in DMC4 where you fight the Viper Lady. I wanna jump from this rope. If you'd be so kind. Oh, there we go.
The Temple of Atabi. We gave offerings to the Kenicha Hao in this holy place. I ate my first human heart here as a child. It is not as bad as it sounds. I did not rip it from the man's chest. I let his wife do it.
Yo, like that
King.
You have to tell me a story about
rope
something
climbing
nice, like
animation.
wings or rainbows or just whatever.
Okay. Did you know rainbows are an omen of death? It will is ours! Strike down
It's like the mega power up in Golden Axe where there's just no reason not to go wild. Took me this long to notice, but the enemies gradually just dissolve and sink on the ground. Well, at least the insects.
ferocious monarch scorpions!
My favorite part of that move is how you can absolutely see zero, null, none with all those flames taking over the screen. This, however, always a fun gimmick. Everyone is straight up the 3D Castlevania game, you know, the new one, Lords of Shadow. Never got to play Lords of Shadow 2, but I like the first one a lot. Apparently that was the better of the two, as opposed to the sequel. It was also that weird 2.5 2D one. Anyway, enjoy the graphical engine presentation. Zootfly was really proud of their creation. I mean, kudos to them. Game looks solid. The graphics did actually age well. I am going to murder all of these bugs, and you're going to have to sit through this. No way around it.
Kukulkan's fangs has learned the form of Takab's bloodthirsty claws. These will surely help clear the path to
Hell
ascension
yeah.
and your lost love. Do you think you can master them?
I'll take a stab at it.
Now we're talking. Well, without further ado, let's toss an upgrade. And do some combo training with these bad boys. Lost a pub. I like that one. And that. Complete this combo for a bonus. Yep, gotta have the earlier starter.
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom.
Oh shit. Hey, they're running. Thank you for the raid, my dude. This is DMC meets Castlevania Lords of Shadow meets Shadow Man. Whatever you want it to be, really. But what's truly important about Marlow Briggs is that it's crazy to the point of being a delight to play. It's not every day that you get to control a massive scorpion by stabbing your blade into its head.
More horrible bugs.
Ugh. Not a fan already of these weird shrimp maggot fusions. That's what you have the daggers for. Am I supposed to go here? Kind of lining up ceiling here. Okay. What now? Oh, you can actually hold on to these. Ah, I see now. Yep, get those hands phased right through the ceiling. It was actually on a sale a while ago when Frosty gifted him to me, and it costed even less, like actual chump change. So for even the existing price tag, the default one, I would say this is absolutely worth it. A hidden gem for sure. You get stuck in a walking cycle.
I can't remember how to cross, but I think there was a trick to it.
Here for more puzzle solving.
The water is flowing, but there is not enough of it.
Hmm. I thought this is where we go and need the giant stone, but apparently not. A little on the slower side at the moment. But we do get to appreciate some nice scenery.
Okay, so what the hell was that back there anyway? How does someone make a damn mountain up here out of nowhere?
Such things have happened. The sacred warrior was meant to keep them from ever happening again. In the time of my people, the laws that bound earth and sky were not yet set in stone. The gods themselves moved among us, drawing on ancient wells of power.
He said the line,
There were those who sought such power.
Lord have mercy upon my soul.
Become gods, but to gain such power required a rare element. Tiosh Chokek, the essence of the gods, the black blood of the earth,
So Hing Long
has obtained the essence. Perform the ritual, and he will walk among the gods, destroy them. The skies will burn, the ground will crack, and he alone will rule a ruined earth. All mortals subject to his dark and twisted whims.
That sounds pretty bad.
You are merely a keen observer. Perhaps the block you used earlier would be helpful.
It would have been if I actually moved it over here. Well, looks like I know what I'm doing now. Boy, Marlow did some schmoves. So Kingdom Hearts 4 has been the talk of the day, and understandably so, because they seem to going realistic in terms of visuals, which also meant Sora lost his clown juice in the process. Um, I don't really care about the series, to be honest. My attitude towards Kingdom Hearts is I just like watching clips of it out of context completely, and I feel that's the amount of exposure I need in my life. But wasn't like the cartoony aesthetic part of the charm? Why did they decide to suddenly go the Final Fantasy 15 route? It's a little jarring, I would say. I mean, when you think about it, characters like Donald Duck or Goofy who were teased by the end of the trailer are gonna look especially bizarre in this setting. There's gonna be some flashing aesthetics. It's like modding a different kind of game altogether into Kingdom Hearts.
That's it. Now you can swim across.
Based on these daggers in the previous scythe weapon, the trend seems to be upgrade for some health boost and an extra attack to your two default combo strings. What's the next spell gonna be like? I mean, you already got a pretty powerful tool. Whoop. Whoop. See, if this was Sam 3 or 4, that shit wouldn't fly. Not because I mangled in particular, but you know, I'm invincible during the melee glory kill.
So,
I guess
came
also
along in some kind of evil.
I'll let him finish
Why do
first.
we need evil?
A demigod at best, and not even that yet. He is relying on the knowledge to complete the ritual. If we could wrest her away from him, we might be able to prevent his transformation.
And that's where I come in, huh? Stopping Long is the destiny of the almighty sacred warrior.
Yes, either that or dying 1,000 horrible deaths. Choo-choo.
It has come to my attention that Remedy is working on remastered versions
Mountain's ascension must be driving them from their
of Max Payne 1 and 2. I trust those guys, if anything, to make a solid upgrade to their existing products. However, it feels unnecessary. Max Payne 1 and 2 are already fine as they are, and I feel that any modern interpretation just wouldn't hold a candle to the classics. They're completely different beasts altogether compared to the more recent ventures into video games with Alan Wake and Control. So they'd have to keep the core gameplay unaltered for it to actually be Max Payne. Otherwise it's just gonna feel wrong. It's meant to be fast-paced shooting, so like a slower Control-esque style just wouldn't work. Fun part of this being fixed camera angle is that you can do fake 2D sequences like this one. Also, this one goes to the skeletons in video games Twitter account. It's gonna be my contribution. Those are some freaking big skellies. Those ancient Mayans slash Aztec slash Native Americans of your choice. Yeah, we're both different. This is way too fiddly than it should be. This I like. Minus the flare in the background, which is a little obnoxious. Without it, this would be a perfect dynamic Steam wallpaper engine material. And now we're mixing the industrial
Gods above and below.
with the ancient city.
Is nothing sacred? Can we blow it out?
Hold that thought.
I kind of want those XP boosts. Where's the... lever for it? Oh, I see it.
Watch your step, Choo-Choo.
What I didn't see is the game forcing my character to jump the intended route. Yeah, you see that? I'm trying to jump on this ledge to boost myself. But I'm kind of being tilted towards the intended way of progressing. It's certainly meant to be up here, right? Yeah. It's a little fiddly. Careful now, we don't want to die an embarrassing death again. We're gonna get plenty of those tonight.
Don't let those burster beetles get close.
Enemies that explode and do AoE upon death. My favorite kind. Whoa, Nelly, that's a lot of you. now, just use it. Because it's fun. Hey guys, check out my Marlow Briggs combo video. Listen, it might not be much, but I will say this. This game has more gameplay depth than Onechanbara, which, truthfully, is not a very high bar to overcome in the first place, but I still commend Briggs for at least accomplishing that much. Gee, if only there was a turret nearby, so I could shoot the chopper down. I love how my launcher doesn't always get followed up by a jump. It does feel a little too random than it should. Well, I guess it's time to enter that Aztec temple and do a long puzzle sequence
This is getting ridiculous.
to become an avatar of an ancient Latin America deity.
What happened? I think you saw some enemies down there.
What if Sense Fortress, but it can actually swim? Just gonna let these fellas stick it out. Usually I'm all about exterminating giant insects, being a EDF veteran and all, but this time I side with the invaders. Assessment boys are sturdy. I'll give him that. Alright, time for a family intervention. Become friend. You're supposed to be on my side. Alright, fuck it. I'm glad all of you hired guys decided to just stay here and wait for me patiently. That's mighty damn kind of you. Still, for them to face an avatar, essentially, of a long-lost civilization, that goes beyond whatever measly paycheck the main baddie dishes out. You almost feel sorry. Almost. Yo, hang on a minute. Are we actually going full on Lords of Shadow now? The long lost Belmont? Marlow Belmont? I'll be honest, it's a pretty sick looking new toy.
Kukulkan's fangs have learned the form of the Forsaken Sting. It will help to keep your enemies at bay.
This is off the chain.
That was awful, but I will forgive you on account on how crazy this whip looks. However, we're gonna make it even beefier. I got combos. Right, I'm just kind of experimenting on my own. We will go to the menu in a little bit. I can already see where the shortcoming of the whip lies. Great range, but substantially lower damage. How does it feel to get bullied by one of your kind? That was a sweet little spin he did in the middle. Probably all of these look strikingly similar, if not almost identical. Good stop. You almost don't get enough airtime if you just do a regular jump. Or do I have a double jump to begin with? Well, that was a peculiar transition, but not unlike a lot of what we've seen from the game.
We are gaining on the assassin. You must make haste.
I'm going as fast as I can.
A raft made of snakes would come in handy right about now.
Worst idea ever. Literally. I can't think of a worse
Look at this
idea.
graceful dolphin.
A flying machine made of snakes would be considerably worse.
Having a whip certainly makes collecting pickups way easier.
What's that buzz?
You don't want to know, probably. Oh yeah. More of these lovely critters.
Your wrath overwhelmed them. Watch your head. That column looks unstable.
I'm trying to interact with it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Sheesh. Neo, I only would have needed to press the button. We don't have enough mana. Yeah, let's go back to the towns for now. We've actually reached to a point where I may have to swap weapons on the fly depending on what I'm facing. In the case of this scorpion, would be the talons. Way more efficient. Well, that's one way to give me PTSD. Not to viewers, the streamers afraid of heights. No, wait a minute, wait a minute. Nice. Pressing it.
Focus, Choo-choo.
Game? Hello? Oh. It certainly made it a lot easier. You know what? I can kind of see it. That's one franchise I didn't bring up yet. But yeah, it's one of those kinds of hack and slashes too. Well, the old school ones, that is. With the new one, they went for a more. Is it really Dark Souls? I mean, I guess it is. That's what everyone's trying to emulate these days. Neither have I, truthfully. If it's on a good sale, I may pick it up. But I would rather try out the OG ones first.
This was always my favorite lucha trap.
I cannot say the same.
Oh boy. More dodging. It's the giant balls, which is not an innuendo. Well, it might be.
Impossible! The prophecy did not predict such a thing.
I don't think you're supposed to jump over them.
There are safe places in the walls.
Yeah, should have known. Considering just how many we have on screen, that's more balls than I can handle. Sounds terrific out of context, doesn't it? The ironic part is, I'm matching more during the quick time events than in combat, which, well, kudos to me, I suppose.
You know what? Flaming wrecking balls might discourage some people.
Not the sacred warrior.
Damn straight.
Those ancient civilizations sure love their elaborate death traps.
The sorcerer's hired gun. Did I not tell you she was close?
Damn, she's fast.
Literally, speed times 2.
That's original.
Run!
Oh, whoa.
Danger on the right. Jump!
I didn't even have time to react. Right, that was what was going on. It was already a little too late.
Danger on the right. Jump! Right. Jump again.
Everybody supersonic racing. It's still mind-boggling to me that the new Sonic game is gonna be open world exploration. Gee, what if we take our IP and do the exact opposite to what it's known for?
She's trapped.
It could be, but Sega's been on and off when it comes to
She's not supplied.
Sonic.
Still catch up. Jump.
If they leave it in the hands of fans, like they did with Mania, then it's fine. But if they try in-house productions, then
We can still catch up.
yeah, that gets a little, you know.
sacred warrior cannot fail due to a simple misstep.
The problem about this sequence, I cannot properly gauge the distance between the rafts. And this perspective is not helping me. I don't think you're meant to be rushing this exactly, but still.
They're close. Don't let her get away again.
Hey, what do you think I'm doing?
What I'm doing is trying to get through this convoluted chase scene.
The prophecy did not say
Emphasis on trying.
so. Get away again.
Hey, what do you think I'm doing?
You leapt straight to Shibalba. Get away again.
Hey, what do you think I'm doing?
Welcome back, Frosty. I don't know if you were here earlier, but you sure as heck missed some juicy deaths. These gameplay sequences are not where the game shines, I'll tell you this much.
What do you think I'm doing?
Careful, the path here is treacherous. Get away again.
I can't believe
What do you think I'm
Marlow Briggs is going any as difficult with me. For the jump timing. Yeah, at least it's not the ninja game AVGN recently reviewed. That one looks like a surefire way of destroying your childhood absolutely and becoming a deranged psychopath.
What happened? Did you
Then again,
enemies down there?
I'm starting to slowly tread down that path myself.
Take your time and try again. Get away again.
Hey, what do you think I'm doing?
This was way more difficult than it should have been. So this is scripted as heck. Alright, guess I'll die.
Step, Choo-Choo.
If you narrowly even miss the sweet spot on those inverted platforms, you're dead. Case in point.
Come on. You command the powers of the ancients, and then you fall in off.
Listen, the power of the ancients have not provided me with a manner to overcome shitty platforming.
A sacred warrior cannot fail due to a simple misstep.
Alright. Let's not do that again.
Security breach detected. Location, exit 11.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey now. You guys think she had to go through all this platforming too, or did she just take the staircase? I'm fair, I feel she went for the stairs.
You got 10 seconds to tell me how to.
Well, that escalated.
What? I'm the only chance you've got to save your little lamb. So let's lower the harpoon, okay?
Time's up.
Wait. All right. Long told me he needed to prepare for a ritual. He needs her, so he's definitely keeping her on a short leash. But you're gonna need my help if you want even a chance at saving your girl.
Not good enough.
Not wanting to live in a world ruled by an insane demon god isn't enough? Fine. I was hoping to just leave this behind for you to find. But seeing as we're having this lovely little chat...
The aspect of Cabrakan. The assassin gifts you with the power of the Earth God. Perhaps you want to seal the newfound friendship in blood?
I'm assuming that means we have a new magic trick up our sleeves.
Ladies first.
Also, she's totally gonna backstab us.
Let's rock.
This is always how it goes. I'm gonna need mana for that. A little more, I take it. What did that do?
You command the powers of the ancients, and then you fall in off.
Unless it gives me like a dormant attack boost, it kinda sucks. I've been keeping you boys up to date lately on what's going on in the rock music world. Looks like Ozzy Osbourne has officially finished his new album and submitted it to the record label, according to a recent tweet he made. And in the upcoming weeks, he's basically gonna get back with a more concrete release date. Oh, I see. You can just goes a little forward. It's pretty underwhelming, if you ask me. I knew he was working on one because a while back he did tease a new song, but I had no clue that the album was basically pretty much wrapped up. My one secret hope is that it follows the ongoing trend of old bands still putting out damn good content. Alright, this is a little boring, to be honest. The Scorpion doesn't have as much oomph as I hope it would.
I still don't think we can trust that Merc.
But she has given you the aspect of Cabra Khan. Surely she cannot mean to deceive you further, yes?
Aren't you a little old to be so naive?
No.
Is there anything below us? Looks like it.
Watch out for that. Oops. Too late.
Why? Is that a thing? And now I have to go through all of this again. Lovely. Yep, these Scorpions are definitely one of the most demanding enemies so far. Ain't no pushover. Come on, do the magic. spell. There we go. Yeah, the problem with doing combos using the talents is that you got that one string that does a launch limit combo and they keep bumping into it by accident. It's not so effective against
You took a bit of a beating, but
these big enemies.
the aspect of Cabrakan. Surely she cannot mean to deceive you further, yes?
Aren't you a little old to be so naive?
No.
Oh golly. Okay. Look at that combo counter go up. GG. Easy. Even though I don't particularly like that new Earth gimmick we have, boosting it still gives latent benefits, so
Oh yeah, this fan's gonna come in handy.
the fan hungers.
The god of human sacrifice will be so pleased.
Shit's really hit the fan now.
I'm pretty sure we already made that joke, but considering this is not exactly a comedy,
One of my associates have provided me with your dossier. It seemed that you were a smoke jumper, twink pendant. Yes, a natural-born hero. And yet, all good stories come to an
Still can toss them around, which is nice.
With such grace on the battlefield, I bestow on you Nickel, Holly-shelled Shoal. It means dancing death princess. Do you like it?
Here, take this. If we end up getting separated again, you can use it to contact me.
Damn, that is old school.
All right. What's the plan?
If it moves, shoot it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Now I can hear you guys sigh in the background going like, really? Another one? But guys, this one's got exploding fuel trucks and barrels. It's different. Yes, give me all of that delicious bloom. Make me blind. You know what? There's really no point to these. Don't do anything to the choppers. They're just there for like, I don't know, prop reasons to make this look cooler.
Hang on! Let's keep moving. Long will have more of his goons here any minute now.
Follow me.
On the underworld.
How did you get mixed up?
Why does she move like that?
Long? I was part of an undercover investigation into his operation.
Wait, you were a cop?
Please. I was a federale. But Long found that I
This
was putting
lady
tabs on him, and he gave me a choice.
is like a
Home in a box,
modded fault for walk cycle. You know, like
competitive salary. It wasn't a hard
sexy
decision.
catwalk.
At least your loyalty's not cheap.
Exactly. It's important to have standards.
Now you might be wondering, Sean, how do you know these things? Well, let me tell you. If you ever delved into Nexus mods, even of a surface level, you cannot avoid the horny.
Friends of yours?
Hardly. They are the harbingers of death and destruction.
Don't you have any nice gods? You
Nope.
know, like a god of hugs or high fives or something?
There is Akan, the god of wine and musical belching.
That's more like it.
And there is Zaraya, goddess of erotic delights and decapitation.
And that's where you lost.
Well, a decapitation. Who this? Come on, man. I got my eye on you, boy. Don't you try downloading anything funny on my watch. Not that I can stop you from turning your copy of Fallout 4 / Skyrim into anime hentai. Yeah, bullet time for no reason at all.
The servants of our harvest. Be careful, these savage creatures can sweep the very earth.
And this is where we officially go DMC. Demons.
We gotta go after Kim.
Must we? I just got my feathers dry.
We need her to guide us along. And that was a little too close. Any idea where the hell Kim went? Are your feathers tingling or whatever happens when you get a feeling?
My spirit senses reveal forward to be the ideal choice. Sacred warrior.
If you're gonna be my sidekick, you need a better gimmick.
Sidekick? I'm no sidekick. I am Tepachanik Ish, God King and Divine Protector of
I think there's no fall damage.
Gesundheit?
You are my sidekick. Watch your step, Juju.
I did press the button,
Divine Protector of the Mask of Apu.
just so we're on the right page here.
My sidekick. Above you.
Ah, yes, we got our good old stage hazards. You gotta carefully make it from one side to the other. Unapologetically, 2000s.
Go, go, go.
Whoa, whoa. It's freaking crazy. Let's rock. I wonder how many people have already made combo movies of the new Lego Star Wars game with either DMC tracks or Bayonetta slapped onto them. I still can't believe there's already so much tech uncovered. Lets you do some insane juggling to enemies. I'm whipping out the whip. If only because it's got the best reach. And these annoying scumbags like to pop around.
The dust of Marlow. Was that all they had?
This time as ever to pop off. they keep on coming. We're not out of the woods just yet. You need a little more oomph to my attack power. There we go.
Okay, I take it back. That was too close.
And yet, well done.
Salutations, Vicious. How goes it all, pal?
Oh, you're making me blush.
Alright. We need to do this the gimmicky way. Okay, that was a mistake. By the way, climb down, back again. There we go.
Come in. Kim? Kim, are you there? Come on, you crazy sociopath. Answer me. Ah, guess not. All this rock must be killing the signal.
What's your
Gotta get
agenda
down
right
to the
now?
laser.
What have you been busy with streaming?
What's that? Acid stings.
Oh hey, look, another reuse enemy. Totally different because they're shadowy creatures. What do you mean recolored enemies? No, but they're totally different, new. Not tanky at all.
This place is more decrepit than my third wife's mother. Oh, just as
There's literally no reason for these challenges to be popping up. They're just there to make the exploration a little more exciting. What am I doing with you? Hmm. Ah, I see. Gonna need a friend, Mr. Cube here, to prop the door open for us. But before we do that, my friends, am gonna take a short toilet break. Audio jungle going on. Here's some classic tunes to keep you occupied. Be right. No, it just occurred to me. I'm going to get so much mileage out of this BRB screen during the Postal 4 streams. You have no idea. It's almost as if we were building up to this. Go for it, Frosty. You had to go there, didn't you, pal? Actually, you say that, but I'm thinking of doing a pretty interesting um, incentive, so to say, for my Postal 4 blind run. Each day of the game, I'm going to be switching between the dudes. So, for instance, Monday, John St. John, Tuesday, Rick Conner, and so on. Just cycle between the guys. So, we're gonna have like a merry Postal Dude schizophrenic episode. Which, considering that he's already batshit insane, is only in character. Man, Tori Cruz sure has had a turnover in his voice acting career. He went from being the dude in the worst Postal game into just being one of the dudes. Ah, damn it. Not good enough. Let's try that again. This is what the game wants me to do, right? It seems... the correct thing to do. I guess I just have to be really fast. Did you see how the door flipped me back on this side? I'm starting to think that I'm kind of overcomplicating this puzzle. Okay. I am definitely not pleased with how finicky this can be. So what's the cube's purpose? Well,
Take your time and try again. This place is more decrepit than my third wife's mother. No justice.
the most amusing part of this entire ordeal is when the challenge fail notification pops up right before you're about to die, just to rub it in your face.
This place is more decrepit than my third wife's mother. No justice. Careful. It's treacherous.
Smooth transition as always, game. Whew. I'm always sweating a little bit during these mini games. In general terms, Marlow Briggs is quite generous with the checkpoints, but if you fail doing one of these stages, then back to the beginning you go, and wow, that's 2 bots on one stream. We're getting pretty persistent with his new scamming gig. Shoo. At least Big Follows had some charm. Wait a minute, what happened? What did I do? Oh, did I exit by accident? Thanks. Fuck this ad bot. Tenfold. Listen, it's easy. All I gotta do is not fuck up. Told you. Easy as pie. Beautiful. Now, how about I do not get distracted by external factors and make sure I hit the next checkpoint. Ooh.
Lot of job done. These brutes are slow, but capable of great viciousness.
You are the second person tonight to make that comparison, and it started to make more and more sense now that this guy has showed up. Ooh, the helmet is off. That means business. Admittedly, he looks cooler with it. Yeah, there's no way in hell was I gonna wreak some havoc with a helper that slow. Because these specters just swoosh around the arena. It's legitimately like the second time I managed to accidentally cancel the startup animation. I'm not sure what's the tag. There might be none. Towards the God of Rain. Could be a boss. That's actually something to consider. We've had these like mini boss sequences, but not like a proper major enemy yet. Out of the way, you.
I think this is the way out.
You know, for comedic purposes. I was hoping for an instant death screen, but not this time. Yo.
Captured the avatar of Chalk, god of rain.
Hey, great. So we can go ahead and skip.
Okay.
No, it contains the water aspect. We must retrieve it. Then see the aspect lies behind the creature's eye.
Well, of course it does.
Out of nowhere. Cthulhu over here.
Hey, guys. I'm only fighting gods today. Can we reschedule for sometime next week?
Not really a true boss fight.
We lived through this. Remind me to show you some stuff on the internet.
You did not just go there. This freaking guy. Good lord. Bruh. Just as I picked up the health item.
We lived through this. Remind me to show you some stuff on the internet.
Marlow, you complete degenerate. I do not go into your search history. Oh, hey, look! It's Shadow of the Colossus. This is starting to remind me of Darksiders in the sense of, how about we take all of these recognizable elements from other video games and just mash them together. I mean, it worked for Darksiders. Nothing necessarily wrong in taking inspiration. I did not die, FOI. That was just a failed QTE scene. Kind of a shame because I wish you got to fight this big boy proper instead of just glowing through a glorified cutscene.
Damn it!
The water leads outside. You can still recover the aspect.
Unless there's still a chance. Oh. 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 Not only did the game crash, I've also got 2 blank crash reports on screen. Huh. Oh, that's new. I mean, admittedly, I was close to wrapping up tonight, but didn't expect for it to finish in a crash screen. Yeah, well, it's the unexpected that adds spice to life, I suppose. But anywho, that is gonna be it for now. We're gonna call it here. I will wrap up Marlow Briggs during this upcoming week, but also we have another special occasion coming up. So tune in close to the end of the upcoming week, like Friday, Saturday, I would imagine, for another special something I had planned. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'll leave it up to your imagination. You'll know it when the time comes. Again, thank you all for sticking by, for all the birthday wishes and your kindness. You guys are the greatest. And I'm glad to have you all as my friends. As corny as that sounds. Cheesy? Maybe. But it's true. It's from the heart. Take it easy, y'all, and y'all have a good week.